What a midweek matchup we have for you here on a Wednesday night. We've got a good one for you on this Wednesday night here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Greyhounds and the Rams. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Rams head coach that I spoke with pregame, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Rams ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And he'll be brought down. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. He'll keep it again on the option. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. He may have a matchup on the outside he can really take advantage of. A lot of teams have attacked this corner. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Morris. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And it's the Greyhounds now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Silva. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes, a nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And it's the Greyhounds will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's John. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. There's some room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
On the run, it's John. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. He's looking to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And it's the Greyhounds will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it and runs it again. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cochran. Here's a little room there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Rams are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Knowles. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown Rams! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. Running inside the 20. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. He's got him. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rams! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it's the Greyhounds will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's John. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen, and they swarm him under. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This one's complete.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's the Greyhounds getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and short, and they'll read it to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it's the Greyhounds will call on their punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection, and they're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the Rams come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Cochran. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Working that left side now. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Rams want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's John. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw it again. On target. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And it's the Greyhounds. We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. The sure hands. It's Morris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And the Rams line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes! To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll give it to him again, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I think the biggest reason why this team is trailing the way they are is they haven't been able to stay on the field. They've had no success on 3rd down up to this point. Way too many punts, but that time they finally get it done. That's about as good a timing as I think we've seen from the quarterback and his intended target so far in the passing game, and it came at a point where they needed it the most.
Snagged out of the air. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown Rams! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Got his man on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Keeps it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And it's the Greyhounds will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got it.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he's dragged down. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Fighting off the defender. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And the Rams look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's John. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. Line getting set on 2nd down. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Rams come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Greyhounds come out onto the field to get this drive going. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cochran. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The option, he'll keep it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rams! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Some misdirection with the counter. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And it's the Greyhounds will line it up on 1st and 10. The run to the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And it's the Greyhounds come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They boot it away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Running inside, it's John. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Goes to the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.